And it's live! Hello everybody and welcome to Gameweek 8 live Q&A, where we are going to actually slap our wildcard together. I haven't actually made any transfers towards my wildcard yet. I've just been a bit of price rise FC, you know, getting the players that might rise in price, so I might get them or make a bit of profit, you know, big money heist. But today, we're actually going to build the wildcard, all right? But also, I'm going to answer all of your questions as well, and that will be lovely stuff. So, I'm excited. So, who we got you already? Delusion Arts, what's up? What's up? Gotta get in the Halloween spirit, innit? Fair play. I want to copy yours, Baker Boy, to win mini league. Is that okay? I would say do your own team. It's more fun that way, but if you're really going to copy, then I can't stop you. But to be honest, I'd probably say copy someone else rather than me. I mean, no, never mind. I'm best ever FPL manager. To be fair, I'm doing it right so far. But there are better FPL managers. So it's up to you. You can do that if you really want to. But it's just not very fun, is it? I know you say you want to win a mini league. But what if you copy me and you don't? And then what if you did your own move and you would have won? See, you just don't know. You don't know. Sam G asks, thoughts on Kevin De Bruyne? Kevin De Bruyne! I mean, he's a very sexy ginger lad. He's also pretty good at football. Problem is, though, how much is he now? How much is Kevin De Bruyne nowadays? Because he's quite a bit of money, isn't he? He is 11.9 million. Unlucky. 11.9 million. Are you mad? Nah. That's going to be a bit wibbly-wobbly, innit? Because if you want to get him in, you're going to get a Salah and Lukaku, right? Maybe, if you've already got like a Son in your wild card, and then you're like Lukaku, you could go Lukaku to Werner and get like Son to De Bruyne. But nah, not for me. Okay, right then, Bacon Boy, Greenwood to Foden, -4. Ooh, problem is, Greenwood probably will start. Will he? Yeah, he might. He probably will. Because is he involved in the under-21 England? I'm not sure, actually. But, yeah, I think he'll probably start. Foden, you don't know he's going to start. Do you really want to be paying a -4 for a fella who might not play? I don't know. If you can... I don't know. Alexander says, Foden 100% in my squad. Well, he might be on my squad on a wild card. But for a -4, like Matt asks, I don't know about that. That could probably be a bit... I like it. But yeah, today we're going to be building the wildcard. I've got a watch list of the players that only the players I'm considering. I don't want to go anywhere away from there. So we're going to have a look at those, get our magnifying glass out, have a browse of those, but also answer all your questions on the way as well. I am deciding on Chilwell or James. Now that is something, it probably tickling a lot of people's pickle, you know. Who do you go for Chelsea defender, not just Chilwell or James? See, Chilwell played 1 game in international break. Alonso played 2. Alonso played very well so far. But I actually think Alonso will play this game. If you looked at the Chelsea fixtures, actually. Oh yeah, Rudiger is out, by the way. If you got Rudiger, unlucky. Yeah, pretty unlucky that. Thing is, we didn't actually get an injury update on this. So can someone like Christensen actually be a much better option now? Because he's cheaper. I know he doesn't have the upside of the attacking returns, but he might be more nailed and is cheaper than all the other ones. Maybe. But we don't know about the Rudiger, so I don't know. But yeah, Chilwell, James. I think James is better longer term. You got to remember, if you're on a wild card, you're not going to be wild carding till, hopefully not till around game week 30 or so. But definitely game week 20, game week 19, 20 is the earliest you can use it. So you're going to have it for at least 10 weeks. And even if James isn't back now, if he can be back for Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley, that would actually be...
Oh, yes, Daddy!
It'll be amazing. It'll be a smash, definitely for me. So I would probably go James if you got cover. Chilwell, I don't think Chilwell's going to start this game either, you know, so I probably wouldn't go for him either right now. Nah, probably not. I'm in the 87 club too, hey! Welcome to the 87k club. Best ever FPL managers are currently 87,000 in the world. But it's only up from here, lads, isn't it? It's only up. Imagine if we get all of the points and we end up winning FPL from here. It'd be amazing. Diaz or Cancelo? Diaz is the non-spicy salt and vinegar missionary style choice, you know. Cancelo is just so exquisite, so extra. Cancelo, it's got to be Cancelo, right? It's got to be Cancelo for me. Yeah, because he, if anything, Cancelo's probably not more nailed. It's just as nailed, just because they've only got 3 senior fullbacks right now, and he's first choice left back and right back. And especially against the weaker teams, they need someone like Cancelo to break them down, to be that extra man in attack in the midfield. So, I think Cancelo can get some big boy point returns against some of the weaker teams, like he did against like West Brom on that last year when he got like a 17-pointer. Against like a Burnley, a Brighton who might sit back a bit. Yeah, they could be good, No Lukaku. I like it. Vardy and Ronaldo instead. Vardy captain. Is that on a wild card? That is interesting. I'm not against that. Because the thing is, Vardy's an interesting one. If you go by goals scored, all players. Can you see this? No, you can't. Goals scored, Vardy, 6 goals, which is joint with Salah, the top joint goal scorer in the league. And I'm not even considering him. But problem is, I mean, Man United's good fixture because all of their defenders are in the bin right now. Hospital FC Man United defenders are not got very many options there. Was it Harry Maguire, and Varane both out. So Lindelof by maybe even Phil Jones. Oh, never mind. I take it all back. If Phil Jones has to play this weekend, then don't captain Vardy, right? Phil Jones, best ever defender, best ever player. He's just going to have Vardy in his pocket and everything, right? So, I don't know about that. But apart from that, Brentford's decent I feel like decent for a counter-attack, Leicester and Vardy. Arsenal's good, Leeds good, Chelsea maybe not. Ref, did I tell you can go off the screen? And then after that, you get Watford, Southampton, Villa, Newcastle. So Vardy could be a decent shout, you know. But for me, I don't know if I can do it. Just because of the price, you know. I think somebody like Antonio and Armstrong's probably just as good as Vardy. So the fact you can save 4 million quid, yeah, I'll go for them. Jota out. Well, Jota is apparently fit for this game. Does that mean fit to play? Have they updated? If you don't know about, you know, if a player's ready to play, always worth looking what they've got in the FPL. I know it's not always right. But look, Jota isn't even flagged. Not even 75% chance. He's ready, apparently. Ready as can be. Will he start? Maybe not. But the thing is, you're playing against a Watford team with a new manager, which usually is a good thing, but they haven't had much time to gel yet. I would say it's worth keeping Jota just this week. But then again, I'm not fully against getting rid of him just because, yeah, he's not the best longer term, is he? Bacon Boy, you're amazing. No, you're amazing. Thank you all cheeky scrubs out there. And it's just what we're doing here. We're just chilling, we're having fun. And if you enjoy, thank you very much. Bacon, do you watch Danny Aaron's mate? Oh, yeah, he's good. Minus 12 for Cancelo, Foden, James, and Hwang. Big boy moves there. Wow. Minus 12. So Cancelo is worth a hit. Longer term, right? Foden could be. James, maybe. Hwang, I would actually say no, but it also depends who you're getting out as well. If you're getting out playing players, then probably not. If you're getting out, I don't know, who's injured. If you're getting out Shaw's crap, if you're getting out Rudiger, maybe a few of those, then yeah, fair enough. But, I don't know. Love the videos, Bacon. So happy the international break is over. Tell me about it, right? I've been an absolute cheeky scrub this 2 weeks. I'm so bored, especially with a wild card. You would have thought having wild card over the international break is pretty lucky, but actually it's just been very unlucky. Because I just build a team and then I'm like, yeah, that'll do for today. Can't be bothered to look at it anymore. And then you end up spending about 10 hours on it the next day and then you're still getting nowhere. So I like it. Is it not a wild card though? I bought him in on wild card in Gameweek 4. Ah, right, okay. What was that for? That was for Vardy. Ah, okay, yeah. If you've got Vardy, then captain, I wouldn't be against that. Fair play. I sub so I can comment. My brother, nice one. Yeah, I have turned it to subs only. You don't have to be a sub for a certain time. It's free to subscribe, but I only do that because I don't want any cheeky scrubs coming in here. Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon FC right now. There you go. What City 2 mids are you picking on a free hit? Okay, somebody also asked about free hit. If you're free hitting, I'd say if you're free hitting, you got to go Brighton defender and probably Morpie. You're probably going... I reckon Mahrez is the best 1 week punt. Gabriel Jesus, no. Torres is injured for potentially 3 months. I wonder if that will affect players like Foden, De Bruyne. I reckon Foden could be a good one to go for. Wink, wink. We'll get into my wildcard team in a minute as we start building it. But yeah, Mahrez this week. And then probably a defender. Would you risk another one? I mean, on a free hit, you might as well risk like someone else, like a Foden. Because a lot of the time, their attackers don't come off the bench. But even if they do, they could get something. And then apart from that, you could go Liverpool. You could go Salah, Trent. You could go... maybe Son and a... Thing is, I reckon Newcastle, after the takeover... Wait, hang on, can I just say? Newcastle United are now the richest club in the world. Steve Bruce manages the richest football club in the world. Don't give up on your dreams, kids. Anything can happen. How has that happened? But there you are. But no, I actually think Newcastle at home on this takeover, after this takeover, they're going to be properly up for it, right? The support is going to be crazy. And I think they'll do Spurs in. I think they'll actually beat Spurs. Like, sometimes we don't bring into the fact of how much a crowd actually changes games. And something that big is going to be the loudest their crowd has probably been in like 10, 20 years. So it's got to be in it. Hello, Marius. Final draft. Right. You bring on a good point because although it's a Q&A and you guys are interacting, great. I'm more important than you, so I got to build my team. I'm joking. Or am I? But anyway, for a bit, I'm going to have a look at the players I'm chinwagging on wildcard because this stream... I'm building my wildcard team because I haven't actually made any transfers for it yet. I've just been catching the price rises and all that. So, yeah. Oh, this is a good one, though. I'm a cheeky scrub going for Bernardo Silva. Am I a cheeky scrub? Bernardo Silva's an interesting one. What's his minutes been like this season? Because problem with Bernardo Silva, though, is even if he plays, he's always like the pre-assister. Like, he's played every game. He's started every game apart from the first game, but he's only got 1 goal and assist, which isn't too bad. But, I mean, Man City have scored about 20 goals, and he's been involved in 2. How many has he been involved in? 2! Oh, yeah, I've got some new sound effects. I like it. I don't know why I put Su on, because Ronaldo's not even going to be in my team. I like it. But anyway, who is going to be in my team? Oh, the proper cheeky question. So, goalkeeper. Oh, I just remembered. I didn't even add the main goalkeeper. What am I doing? A cheeky scrub. Here. Yes. Add to watch list. Okay. So, on my watch list right here, which if you didn't know, guys, you can add players to your watch list and keep a track of them, all that, you know. How many final wildcard vids did you do, Chicky Scrub? I know. Well, no, I only did one final one today, and then this is the stream of it actually happening, because I did say that, I wasn't decided. Look at this, though. 100.5 in the bank. Boys, I've hacked FPL. I've pulled off a big money heist. I've secured an extra 0.5 million. Hey, amazing. Right, okay, so in goals... Foster's got to be on there in a wildcard, right? He just has to be. One, cycling GK himself, GoPro merchant. He loves the yell into thing. You'll probably call me a freaking legend for choosing him. But he's the only player in 4 million goalkeeper, so why would you Newt? Why Newt? I mean, he might not keep playing as soon as Backman is back. Man, probably will be this week. But Foster's got to be in there. The other goalkeeper... Ramsdale is the popular choice on the card that is wild, the wild card. 9 saves out, and he's only conceded 10 shots, 90% save record. That's pretty good. But could he be retired? I mean, with Arsenal not having Europa League, are they? I think they're still in the cup. Are they? They could be. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Even though their fixtures are okay, but rotation risk. And also, it seems a bit knee-jerky. Whereas Raya has only conceded 3... No, he's got 3 clean sheets, conceded 6 goals. And apart from the Liverpool game, he hasn't conceded more than 1 goal in a game. And he's been making almost 3 saves every game. And he's pretty good for the bonus. Like the BPS, up in the 20s. What's Ramsdale's probably quite high, actually, is it? Sava Bruce. Yeah, 20, 30, 13, 26. Fair play, because he's been making the saves there as well. But Raya, I know fixtures. Thing is, I'm not like every other FPL tuber. I'm not afraid to make a goalkeeper transfer if I have to, right? I'm not. Because, why not? Why not? If you have somebody like Sanchez, who has Man City, Liverpool, then yeah. He's not going to get any points. No. But then look at Raya's fixtures here. Don't get blinded by the colours. Look at the actual fixtures, right? Chelsea, yeah, not very good. I know that. But then, Burnley, can he score? Leicester, actually, I know Vardy's been putting them in, but stop him. No parties for them. No Jamie Vardy parties. Norwich, I swear, is Pookie or nothing, and Pookie is Finnish. No, he's literally from Finland. He's Finnish. Newcastle, yeah, maybe they'll be on it, but nothing. Everton, yeah, they've been alright. Tottenham, not the best attacking right now. Leeds, yeah. Watford, Man United, Southampton. In the next 10 or so, I'm willing to bet money. I'll bet my left nipple that Raya scores more points than Ramsdale and Sanchez, and he's not a rotation risk. And he'll make saves in games that he concedes. You know what I'm saying? Because look, Brentford's defence has been really good, and they've been playing, okay, Arsenal, Palace, Villa, Brighton, Wolves, Liverpool, West Ham. Not like the hardest fixtures, but definitely not easy. West Ham, Liverpool, Wolves, Brighton. They're good. Well, Brighton. Wolves, Liverpool, West Ham. They're pretty good attacks, you know. So I'm actually tempted to chuck a Raya in there. I might get back to Ramsdale, but I don't know. All right, what I'll do is I'll go position on my wild card, and I'll interact with you, and then I'll go back to questions, you know. So it won't just be me talking about my team for an hour or two. We'll see how long we go, but I'll get back to some questions and all that. Mahrez is a 1 week punt. Duffy first bench in case. I like it. That is a pretty... I like it. Oh, SK. I think Mahrez is one of the best 1 week punts. Gabriel Jesus unlikely to play because he just played for Brazil. Torres is out. I mean, they do have a lot of attackers. Sterling could play, Foden could play, Grealish, Bernardo. Who will play right wing though? I feel like Mahrez is the only other right winger they actually have. Unless they put Foden there, which I don't think Foden's played right wing much for Man City. He has for England. Maybe Foden, but then who do you play up front? I feel like it could be Grealish, Foden. Oh, Gundogan's back though. So you got Gundogan to fit behind them. He's obviously not going to play in the wing. Maybe Gundogan false 9. But Mahrez, I think, is one of the safer 1 week punts. And then Duffy first bench is definitely good enough. To be honest, if you had Duffy, I'd be tempted to start him. I'd probably start him over like Mbuemo or like a Greenwood, honestly. Probably. Taking a punt on Duffy. Don't be a cheeky scrub. Right, so... Right, I won't talk about my defenders for now, but I will be getting a Brighton defender. Either Duffy or Cucurella. Cucurella is the proper one that's teasing me, but I don't know. But as a lot of you seem to say, Duffy masterclass incoming. Maybe he is the one to go for. Thing is, you gotta remember, Duffy started at 4 million. So if you got him in before, you got him in for cheaper. I got him in at 4.3, so he's 4.4 now. For me, he cost 4.3. So to have a Brighton defender playing Norwich this week, which I'll probably have to play him this week, because 1, Rafinha could be out, and 2, I'd probably play him over Mbuemo or someone. 4.3 million for a guaranteed clean sheet. That's going straight in my basket. But that is also why I kind of want to go Cucurella, you know? If you're wondering, this is straight pure vodka. You can't prove me wrong, so I can tell you what I like. Okay, hello Nathan. Hello to you too. Livramento and Azpilicueta worth a hit this game week. Interesting. So, I think Azpilicueta is guaranteed to play the next few games, because 1, Rudiger's out, so it maybe makes a Christensen or a Chalobah move over to left centre-back. And also, Reece James probably isn't fully back. Even if Reece James is okay now, are they going to chuck him into Premier League, Champions League, Premier League Cup, Premier League, Champions League? Sound like a rap then. Straight away after an injury. No. It makes sense to rest him in the league, though. No. Yeah, rest him in the league, playing for the more Champions League games. So, Azpilicueta is definitely worth it, I think. Livramento, yeah, look at Livramento's fixtures, boysies. Proper Shrek-inspired green, yeah? All of the green. Lovely. Leeds, Burnley, Watford, Villa, Norwich. Defensively, you could see 2, maybe 3 clean sheets in there. But attacking-wise with Livramento, I know he's only got 1 assist, which is just winning the penalty. But he is actually pretty damn attacking as well. So that is very nice to see. I think that's worth it. Also, remember, it depends on the players he's chucking out as well. So if you're chucking out, like, Brandon Williams and Shaw, then yeah, definitely. Go on, you cheeky scrub. Bring in Jamie Vardy, because he's having a party. Come on, Jim. No, I started saying, come on, Wilfred Boney. Jamie Vardy's having a party. Bring your vodka and your Smarties. No, I'm not bringing in Vardy. I like it. No Vardy for me. Don't fancy a Vardy party. He's just too expensive. So yes,
I like it.
I like it. Not for me. Not. No, thank you. Hey Nathan, hello. I have Lukaku and Rafinha. Should I release them for Morpay and Mane or Morpay and De Bruyne? So Lukaku is completely fine now. And I definitely think it is worth keeping him. And Rafinha, even though he's not going to play this week, he's going to be back and you're going to want him for the good fixtures. So right now it doesn't look good. Unless you're on a free hit. But I would still go Lukaku. Lukaku and Rafinha, you're going to want them next week. Because even though they might not play this week, if you're going to want them next week and moving on, then that makes more sense. You know, look at that. Look at that. Best 6 million midfielder. 6 million and under. It's got to be Mbuemo. Smith Rowe is up there. I like him. I like a Gallagher, but I think he'll actually be a bit worse now with Olise coming in, taking some corners. And then I would go, maybe a Decore at Everton would be decent long term. I think Gray and Townsend have overperformed. I think they'll do alright for their price. But I think Decore is good one, innit? Sam G, more by 1 week punt. If you are going for Tony on a wild card, then more by, even if you're not on a wild card, more by 1 week punt could be very saucy. Playing Norwich away, which probably is better for Brighton. It means Norwich probably be a bit more attacking. But they can attack, and they definitely can defend. So all the goals for Brighton, I think Morpay will be the one. Keep Livramento, price rise tonight. I'm definitely keeping Livramento, because Bacon Boy right here, let me show you. Bacon Boy right here, not only am I just about to keep Livramento on my wildcard, I add him. Let me go all the way. Boop. I know I could do it a different way, but I'm doing it this way. If I go all the way to back to game week 1, I had Livramento on my team. Hey! I'm that good. All right, ignore the, oh, Harvey Barnes, it's an equaliser, and Daddy Ings. To be fair, Daddy Ings did bits. But I had Livramento from game week 1, so I'm definitely keeping him there. 100%. Pookie to score this week. Mark this comment. Boo! No Pookie parties. Pookie's finish. Because he's from Finland. There you go. Nathan, best player the captain. Don't overcomplicate it. It's got to be Salah. If you haven't got Salah and you don't want to do it, I would probably go Cancelo. Maybe even Lukaku. I know Brentford have been decent, but I think Lukaku could get a return or so. So, yeah. Hello, Bacon Boy. Hello, Joshua. I'm thinking of Vardy, Lukaku, Antonio, Salah, Saka, Rafinha, Azpilicueta, Laporte, White, and 2 cheap players. That's pretty good. Very nice. If you can afford that, yeah, you should be able to. All good. Nice. Vardy instead of Lukaku is a differential. Thing is, I don't like it. Vardy, he's old. He's gonna probably get injured soon. You're gonna assume he'd start slowing down. I mean, we've been saying that for about 4 years, and he's still keeping it up. They've also got Europa League, which isn't good for Vardy, because especially if they get a bit deeper, then they're gonna want to play him in both the league and the Europa League, and that's just no good. Saying that, they haven't been doing the best in Europa League, and Vardy hasn't been playing, and they've been resting him there. So they're going to have to start picking up wins there. Oh yeah, I've got a shirt, like a smart shirt on today, boys, because it's an important wildcard day, alright? Very important. But nah, I'm not the biggest fan of Vardy. I'm not against it, because, I mean, he is joint top goal scorer, but not instead of, like, a Lukaku. I think Lukaku is the boy to go for. Lukaku! Harvey Barnes! What club do you support? I support the Swansea City, best ever club in the Championship. Maybe we'll be Prem next year. Probably not. But we're also versing Cardiff, the South Wales derby on Sunday. I've got my boxing gloves ready, boys. That's going to be... It's going to be amazing. I'm really tempted to do a watch-along for it, but nobody's going to care. But watching me watch the Swans against Cardiff would be very, very entertaining, neutral viewing, definitely. How about Mason Mount as a differential at 8.8%? And I bet you 8% of those players are AFK players. They're not even playing FPL anymore because a lot of active managers haven't got him because he's been injured. So he's probably like 1% owned effectively, if you know what I mean. And he has actually been the most creative and best player for Lukaku. And I think he'll 100% play this game. Probably almost every game in the easier fixtures. I do think so. And at his price, if you look on my short list, my watch list, he is one of the players I'm considering. 2 assists in the first 2 games, played, injured. I only played half. Well, yeah, he did actually get in. Well, he got taken off at half-time in this one, but it turns out it was actually an injury. He just didn't play in that one. So, yeah, he's not guaranteed, but, yeah, Barcelona or Wales. Some of us actually call us Swansalona. So, yeah, basically, to be fair, we are passing Merchants FC right now. We pass probably almost more than Man City. We average more possession on almost every other team. And we can't even score a goal. And I get it. I have Mount and I'm at 59k lol. There you go. But to be fair, Mount hasn't been getting you there because he hasn't got many points the last 3 weeks. So you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's depressing being beaten by a ghost. I know. Imagine, like, you're really happy. You're like, I finished top 100k. And somebody comes along. I didn't touch my team all season. And I finished 50,000th in the world.
I like it.
It's just a bit disheartening, isn't it? Am I late? Yes, Tottenham TV are fired. Joking. It's all good. We've been going live for only 28 minutes. I'll say I'm going at least an hour, maybe 2. But I do need to lock in my wildcards for however long it takes, you know? Foden or Son? If you can afford Son and don't have to take too many compromises for the rest of your team, I prefer him just because he's nailed, even though the fixtures aren't amazing. I mean, they're good. They're decent, but they're not amazing. Plus, Spurs have not been very good. Son's been good, but Spurs haven't, so I don't know if I trust that. But if you need the money elsewhere, or it can much benefit a position or 2, then Foden, definitely. Especially if you got cover. Because, like, most of us now, especially if we wildcarded now, or we have, you're going to have a Liveramento or Duffy, or some playing good defenders or other bench, or White, you know. So you can definitely risk a Foden, I think. Definitely. Big dilemma. I'm on a wildcard. Is Arnold Vital, or who's Vital? Of Vital. I can't read. I'm sorry. Who's Vital? Is this Vitali, the YouTube prankster? Is Alexander Arnold Vital or Double City better? I prefer Alexander Arnold, but I can see why Double Man City would be it. Problem is with Double Man City, Diaz and Laporte, they're not going to get too many attacking returns. Trent could not keep a clean sheet in the next 5 and outscore them all. So I just like Trent. Kia, hello, how's it going? Right, okay, let's move on to my defenders in my wildcard, right? Because as we're answering some questions, I'm also trying to answer some questions for myself. It's quite good, actually. If I explain a reason why I like a player, then I'm like, you know what? I'm choosing him in my wildcard. So my defenders, like I said, Trent, he's got to be in it for me. Trent, 100% though. 2 assists in 4... How many games has he played? He's played 5 because he missed out that one. And then he missed out on that one. What was it? Injured and ill? Can't remember the order. What's he got? I mean, before the Brentford game, he hadn't blanked. He got a clean sheet there. He got 2 points against Chelsea, even though he conceded 2 bonus points, for 4 points. Very, very nice. So Trent's got to be in there for me. I know the fixtures aren't amazing, but this Watford, if he's playing this, he could be captaincy worthy. So, yeah, he's just going to be very good, very good. Man United's away tough, but they're not really gelling right now. I don't think Ollie knows how to play with Ronaldo, so I won't be too surprised if Klopp just clops Ollie and doesn't let him score, you know. Brighton, not the best of attacks. West Ham, yeah, okay, might be a bit tired. And then we got the goods, you know, the very goods. You're gonna want Trent for this, especially this. I just want him right now. Trent is in. The next one guaranteed in my team then is got to be a Man City defender. And like I said, Cancelo is the sexy, spicy option. Diaz is the salt and pepper missionary style. Cancelo brings all of the excite. Great excite. He's got 2 assists so far. 1 against Chelsea, 1 against Leicester. And, wait, was there one game he didn't get given an assist and he was like almost an assist? Oh, to be fair, the Chelsea one, his assist was mainly a shot and they took ages to give it to him. But he's also very good on the bonus. Look, they win 1-0, he gets a bonus. They win 1-0, he gets a bonus. Even though, he gets an assist, so fair enough. But he loves the bonus points. I think Cancelo is the boy, right? I much prefer Cancelo. To be honest, I have a vendetta against centre-backs because you can't predict their goals. Like, someone like Diaz or Laporte probably will end up scoring their 1 or 2 headers against, like, Liverpool and Chelsea. And then Cancelo, you can quite a bit easier predict his assists. He's probably going to get the assist against a Burnley, against a Palace, against a Watford, against a Leeds. Oh, he's playing them all of them. Very nice. But Cancelo is the one for me, right? Definitely. It's funny you say this, because this might be my defense. Maybe. Cancelo cancelling out the roulette, literally. He's not João Cancelo, he's João Cancel, the Pep roulette. Amazing. From Game Week 15 again, we'll bring back the Pratt of Shaw. Yeah. If you're on a wild card like me, you got to remember, you got to try and get Man United players in, unfortunately, because their fixtures, let's get them up. Man United, although they haven't been amazing, like the Pratt Shaw. Luke Shaw, you're a Pratt. Look at their fixtures from here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You just got to get them in, and you just got to. So, yeah, you got to remember how you're going to try and fit them in. Like, you could go in 0 in the bank now. You've got Son from Game Week 15. But you can't get Ronaldo back. And you're like, oh dear. There we are then. There we are. Okay, next up in my defence then is a Chelsea defender. But I'm not guaranteed on this. Because I like either Aspil or Reece James. Or maybe even Christensen now that Rudiger's injured. If we had confirmation that Rudiger was out for a few months, I probably would actually go Christensen. I know he hasn't got the upside, but he gives you the money, which is the main upside, you know? But I'm leaning towards Azpilicueta, but I'm not going to do it yet, because as I'll show you, it depends on some of my other players, you know? And then next, you've got to have Livramento, ex-Liveliness King. He's just an absolute god, isn't he? He just is. Got him in for 4 million. He's rose to 4.2. He makes something else rise when I watch him as well, because he's just that good. There we are then. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, why have I said that? There we are. Okay. And then next is a Brighton defender. But what Brighton defender? We got Duffy. Shane Duffy. Shane Duffy. A goal and assist for him so far. Only bonus points when he scored and they kept a clean sheet. Fair enough. But for the price, you might have to play him against Norwich. I will have to play him because I'm going to have Rafinha. I think I'd probably start him over Rafinha. I do think I will. Enjoy watching your videos. I'm from South Africa. Cheers, Ryan. Appreciate that from everyone around the world. It's like we're Mr. Worldwide up in here from all around the globe. Amazing. That's what I love about the FPL community. Lovely. But yeah, Duffy. As I sip some extra vodka. Definitely straight vodka. Yeah, good thing about Duffy, you're not going to play him, but you might have to play him this week. Which is perfect for that. Found your channel recently and subbed instantly. Love from Bangladesh. You are amazing. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, Duffy. But then Cucurella. You know what? Cucurella. He's only played 4 games so far. Clean sheet, bonus. Yeah. No clean sheet against the Leicester. No clean sheet against the Crystal Palace. But then against Arsenal, no goals or assists. All of the bonus points. All of the bonus. Actually, can we see how far ahead he was in the bonus? Probably not. Oh yeah, see look. He's a good 4 points ahead of anyone on the bonus. So the reason for that is he's literally a winger playing wing back in one of the best defences. Cucurella could very easily get a 12 or 15 pointer this week. And you're like, oh, why did we not look at Cucurella in our teams? There you are then. Because it's just going to be so good. But I'll only go for him if you can get the money. Definitely, maybe, quite contradicting name you have there. Why are you starting with Rafinha, mate? Well, I haven't got Rafinha yet. Or are you asking why I'm not? Rafinha, played with Brazil about a day ago, literally yesterday. He's got his private jet. I think he's only arrived now. Leeds play there, 3 o'clock. If they played Sunday, yeah, fair enough. But I don't think Leeds... Rafinha probably won't start. There's no point of them risking him starting when he could get an injury, you know? But yeah, okay, we'll come back to the rest of our defence then and answer some more questions. Because it's either going to be Aspil, James, or Duffy, Cucurella. It could be a Duffy and a James. It could be a Cucurella, Aspilicueta. We'll have to see. But anyway, has anybody got any other questions for you on the wildcard? Or any other questions for your team? It's not just wildcard, but obviously I'm wildcarding, so that's why I'm saying that. That's all. Okay, Son and Armstrong or Foden and buy Antonio for 0.3 mil loss because I sold him. Like, if you sold Antonio, I think you just got to not get him back. I think you just got to not go for him then, because you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, you know. It might be annoying. You're like, why did I do that? But I don't know. Because of 5 mil price tag, this is the reason I go Duffy instead. Yeah, that's the problem with Cucurella. If he was 4.5, guaranteed there. But as you see in a minute, with the team I'm likely to go for, I do have the money for Cucurella. And ideally with this wildcard, I want to set up for at least 20 game weeks. And he's someone I want at some point in the season. So why not get him now, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Rafinha will score straight from the plane. Mate, Rafinha, private jet, jumps out, parachutes, lands on the pitch, gets the ball, he's through a goal, shoot, goal! You can't be offside if you're up in the air, right? Surely that's how it works, right? You're not on the pitch, you're above the pitch. Rafinha, all the goals confirmed. There you go. That would be quite funny, but no. What's your thoughts on Mount? Yeah, he's a good chap. He plays a bit of FIFA, so, you know, he looks pretty good. Oh, wait, football. Oh, wait, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, he's good, isn't he? He's good. And he links up with Lukaku, probably one of the best out of the Chelsea attackers, I would say. So I think he's one of the best. If I would only go with him if you're going to go for a Chelsea midfielder. I would probably go Mount over Timo Werner. I mean, saying that about 3 weeks ago, you're like, obviously, but Timo Werner, he's actually been on it recently, isn't he? So imagine he actually turns. Thing is, Werner could keep on scoring all season. We're like, nah, he's just getting lucky. No, he's been terrible. No. And then he keeps on scoring. So yeah, that would be a bit
unlucky.
Just sold Rafinha for Foden. Ah, okay. Be very unlucky if Rafinha actually starts and Foden doesn't. But there we are then. I think it's worth keeping Rafinha for what it's worth. If you've got cover. If you need 11 players, okay. But I think you just chuck Rafinha in. Sarr to Rafinha or Zaha to Mount. Budget for only one transfer. I would rather go Sarr to Rafinha, but Rafinha might not play this week. So if you can save a transfer, I would probably wait. Because Mount also has Norwich next week. So if you could wait, because Zaha and Sarr could do decent this week. Zaha, Arsenal, Sarr Liverpool, but we all know what happened 2 years ago, you know. So if you could only do one, I would prefer Zaha to Mount just because Rafinha probably won't play this week. But then Zaha's on penalties though, so I would prefer to keep this week if you could. But I don't know if you can. Vardy and Arnold for CR7 and Shaw. Yeah, I like that. CR7, I mean, would I prefer Vardy over Ronaldo? Maybe not, but I would definitely prefer Trent over Shaw. So you've got to look at it as a combo sometimes. Because I would definitely say no to from Ronaldo to Vardy. But Trent over Shaw, 100% though. Trent will probably score more than the rest of the three combined. So there you go. Why not go for Tierney? And you know what? I haven't actually considered Arsenal defenders, well, players actually, apart from Ramsdale. I would rather go Cucurella over Tierney because Tierney's got injury doubts and all that. Cucurella, I think Brighton defence is better than Arsenal's as well. And Cucurella is basically playing wing back. I know Tierney's very attacking, but Cucurella's actually a wing back rather than a left back. So there you go. Would you keep Rudiger on a wild card? Nah. Even though we don't know how long he's injured for, he could be back next week. I would try and stretch to Aspilicueta if you could. But I don't know. How dare you not go... I can't read. I actually can't. How dare you to not go in with the Fortnite master himself? I like playing a lot of Fortnite. That's what Timo Werner once said. Amazing. You cheeky tease, you continue with the wild card. Correct. Let's continue. Let's continue, shall we? Thank you very much for that, because I actually do want to get through the wild card. I don't want to be if I kept this up and not going through my wild card, I'd end up being here by the time the deadline comes around in like 15 hours or something. Actually, does it say how long it is? Oh, about something like that, yeah. No, a bit more than that. About like 20 hours, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to do the midfield and come back to the rest of the defenders because, as I said, it depends on the other players, okay? To be fair, if you see my video today, then you pretty much know the main part of my wildcard. And if you're not an FPL scrub, you would probably also know the main part of my wildcard because a lot of people are going for that right now. Can you blow kisses to the camera, please? Ah, there you go. You're welcome. Fair enough. Okay, Salah. Not even arguing, not even chinwagging. He's just Salah. 70.7 games. Keep that up. He'll break his own record of 303 points. Oh, can you see it? And imagine he went and got 380 points. Amazing. I'm in love with your hair. Well, lockdown, you know, we couldn't cut our hairdressers were closed. I thought I'd grow it out. And then I thought feeling a bit fruity. Not in that way. Not sussy. A bit exciting, and I thought I'd go a bit rainbow, you know, so, yeah, there you go, and that. Nathan, thoughts on Lamptey when he comes back? Lively Lamptey could come back. Problem is, though, how long will it take for him to come back, and you wouldn't get him in. You might get him in when he's back, but is he going to play every game? I'm not sure. Oh, I almost just put my chair back, and I almost fell out my chair, and right, okay. So Salah's in, he's got to be in. Next up. It's got to be Rafinha. Now, for me, like I said, I'm going to have a Brighton defender and Livramento. So I have cover for Rafinha this week. So why not just chuck him in? And I probably would bench Rafinha this week. I'm not for benching players like this on a wildcard. You know, why not play your big boy players? But he's probably not going to play. Look, even... Oh, you can't even see it. International duty, it says in the FPL website. The red bit up there says there, right? And yeah, you want him for this run, especially game week 10 with Norwich. So you got to have Rafinha in. Well, for me, I got to have Rafinha. Mbuemo, or is it Mbumo? Is it Kinder Bueno? Is it Obama? Is it Boom? Is it Bam? Ah, this guy right here. Right, he might be balding, but he is actually only 21, you know. 21, are you mad? 2 goals in his last 3 games. He's had some good chances as well. But look at this run. He's playing up front. Sometimes the main striker ahead of Tony. And he's 5.5, only 1% owned. Striker, our position with those fixtures. Are you mad? You got to go. You got to smash him. He's amazing. You got to go for him. Easy. Mbuemo. How does everybody else say it? I'm pretty sure it is Mbuemo, because it's with an E, not Mboom. Mbuemo. See, this guy gets it. Mbuemo. There you go. Will Norwich win a game this season? I honestly won't be surprised if they don't. If they don't, though, that would be pretty
unlucky.
Imagine being in the Prem. Imagine they have the worst Premier League season ever. I'm pretty sure they had the worst start ever. Pretty sure, because they lost 6 games, no points, no, 1 goal, and, conceded, 18. Mad. Mbuemo. Mbuemo. Yeah, Mbuemo. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Norwich can only win against... Norwich will probably play their own under-23 teams and probably still lose. So there you go. But then next up in my midfield, it's got to be Mr. Joshua Brownhill, because I've had him from the start, and he's had a 1. Wait, has he had 3 yellow cards? Oh, no, he just didn't start that game, did he? I don't know why, because he usually starts. 3 yellow cards for him so far, actually, which is not very good at all, is it? Not very good. Actually, Burnley have gone 100 games without a red card. Brexit Burnley, Sean Dyche.
Hi guys, my team never put in bad tackles because Burnley are the best team in the world.
Yeah, Eraser, you make a good point. I just call him Mbuemo by his first name. Brian. We have Brian here. But yeah, Brownhill, he plays every game. He's 4.4 million. Why not keep the 0.1 million? Because I'm always going to put a Duffy or Cucurella and Livramento ahead of him. He's hopefully only going to be third on my bench, maybe second if anybody else gets injured. And, I mean, his fixtures are alright if he needs to anyway. Apart from Man City, Chelsea, which obviously I wouldn't start him in any of them. But if he does need to come on for any year, then yeah, pretty okay. And he saves you that 0.1 million. So best ever bench fodder, literally, innit? Best bench fodder. Brownhill. It's Brownhill, is it? He just saves you the money, basically. And that's all. Even though it's 0.1, you might not need 0.1, but you might need it later. And you're probably not going to get his points. So you benefit more from the money than the points. You know what I'm saying? The final midfielder, though, is quite interesting. Because I need a starting midfielder. I'm not going full playing defenders. But put Sonaldo in your team right this moment. I'm sorry. Son could be in. He's in my watch list, my short list. And to be fair to him, 3 goals, 2 assists. Man City, Watford. I don't know if you saw the Watford goal, but it was a cross. And the keeper just left it go in. There we are. And then the Arsenal one, he took very well. And then he got 2 assists against the Villa. So he's been doing bits, even though Spurs haven't been doing bits. Which I don't know, how do you take it? Do you say he's been doing well when his team hasn't been doing well? If the team gets better, is he going to do better? Maybe. But then can you look at it as Spurs haven't been good? So even though Son's done well, it might not continue. You know? Fixtures, though. Newcastle away, before the takeover happened. Amazing fixture. Proper. Amazing. But. Now that they got the takeover, I think the crowd is going to be proper wild, right? And I actually think Newcastle will be alright. But then again, will it push Newcastle forward and end up being more counter-attack opportunities for Spurs? Perfectly for Son to score. Maybe. So maybe. But 10 million for a Spurs midfielder who, yeah, he could score in these, but do I really want to target those? I don't know. Leeds is good for him. Burnley's decent. Brentford, yeah. Norwich, yeah. Those are good. Problem is, I'm going to want to get in a Man United player. And if I keep Son past 14, 15, then I don't know how I'd get Ronaldo. I just don't. How are you going to find the extra million to go Lukaku to Ronaldo? You're not going to drop Salah. And I'd probably rather drop Lukaku because his fixtures are a bit worse. I mean, they're not terrible, but not Man United standard. So if you go Son, I think he looks good for now, but I feel like in a few weeks you're just not gonna be flexible enough. No gymnast moves for you, you know. So I'm actually quite not against Son. If I could afford it without compromising my team, yes, get in my basket, but I can't. So So if we don't go for him, who do we go for? Right now, I've got Grealish, Jacques Grealish. I actually look like Grealish. I've got an headband. If I did a real hair reveal, I am actually Jack Grealish. I've even got big cuffs and everything. Mason Mount, Money Mace, he could be it. Not only is he Money Mace, but he could save you the money and get you some big boy returns. Maybe he could be the one to go for. Because, you got to remember, if you're wildcarding, why not take advantage of this fixture swing? Wildcarding in Son feels a bit wrong in a wildcard with them. I think Newcastle's tough. It might not be, but I think it is. I think these are tough. I know they're not as tough as a 4 on FPL, but they're definitely not a 2. They're probably a grey, but yeah, nah. But then maybe a Man City midfielder could be the ones to go for, Maybe they always tickle our pickle a bit more. Philip Foden. A goal here. Played very well against Chelsea, and then he only just played against Southampton coming back from injury. So, 2 games in the league, 2 very good performances, and if anything, he looks one of the more likely to score, He does. And is he worth the risk? Saying he's probably not going to start. He's probably going to start every other game. Maybe he misses Burnley, plays Brighton, misses Palace, plays Man United. I'd actually be okay with that. Because when he plays, he's worth more than 7.9 million. He just is, right? And if he does start against Burnley, all of the points. But then you've also got this. And I probably would keep him through this. Even if he doesn't play. Because I've got either Duffy or Cucurella, and then Livramento. Livramento, I could probably play Livramento the next 5, put him first in the bench. No problem, you know. But then if you want to go for someone more nailed, maybe Grealish. Problem is, though, with Grealish, he hasn't had the best games sometimes, you know. Foden price rise tonight, so be quick. If you're looking out the price rises, maybe I'll have to get him in. Maybe. What's your opinion on getting a player who's playing your team? Thankfully, my team isn't in the league. So, it is quite hard to distance your own team thoughts. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I'm not biased towards my team. But then you end up going the other way. Like, I know West Ham fans that want to get rid of Antonio. And it's like, what? Why? I understand getting rid of Antonio. But if you're a West Ham fan, that definitely feels like you're just going the other way. You're trying to prove too hard that you're not biased by being a fan from him, you know? But yeah, Grealish, he came off early against Liverpool. But he has played every game. Problem is, though, he's played every game and only got 1 goal, 1 assist. And those were both in the 5-0s. It's not amazing, is it? Foden's already got half of his thing in less than half of the minutes. So, I don't know. Under 7.5 million mid. I would probably go Mount right now. Probably. Livramento close to price rise as well. Yeah, he is. I've already got him, though. But make sure you do get him in as well. So right now, I'm leaning more towards the Philip Foden. But if I can afford it, I'll go Son. Just because it saves you moves later on. But it does take money out. But I think I want to risk a Foden. I think I do. I bloody well do, you know. It might not pay off. It might do. Maybe. We'll have to see. But okay, moving on to the forwards. Let me have a bit of vodka. Again, it might not be vodka, but you can't tell me any different. It's definitely not water. Okay. My forward shortlist then. Lukaku! You got to have the Belgian beast himself. Lukaku! He's going to be a Lukaku if you don't have him. Because he just doesn't it. Nathan, thoughts on Gilmore for a cheap 4.4 million? Has he dropped in price? I didn't know that. He hasn't been playing the last few games though, has he? So, I don't know. Mount's minutes ain't good. I think they will be better. Because he links up with Lukaku better, you know, than any other player so far. And I think he's one of the... Well, Ziyech is unfit. They need someone who can cross the ball behind him, I think. Because just the wing-backs isn't good enough, I don't think. So, I think Mount will play probably a lot. But, I don't know. He's dropped in price. What, Lukaku? Is he? If Lukaku drops in price tonight, I'll get someone else in and then get him back in. Profit. Norman is playing Gilmore post. So, Norman has actually been pretty decent as well. So, do you want Gilmore? Do you want to get Gilmore on your team? No, man. Literally, no man instead. There you go. Do a drug live stream one week. Drink every time you get unlucky. Mate, there's not enough vodka supply in the world for that. I like it. Mate, you would be witnessing a hospital appointment because I would have to get my stomach pumped if I had to do that, right? Right, okay, William. Triple captain Joe Linton this week. To be fair, the Newcastle crowd is going to be mad. But Callum Wilson's back now. Callum Wilson is back and fit. I reckon he can do bits, you know. I start the season with him. I won't be surprised if Wilson's on our radar soon. So if you see in a minute, you can see why the team structure I've gone for. But okay, yeah, Lukaku's got to be in for me. Look at these fixtures for Lukaku. Very, very, very naughty indeed. You just got to. He's going to be captain against Norwich. Maybe against Newcastle if the crowd isn't too crazy and all that. What price did you get Rafinha in? 6.6. I haven't got him in. I actually transferred him out the week before last for Saab when Rafinha was a doubt. But then Rafinha ended up playing and scoring. But then Saar scored the more points. Hey! So it worked out. Alright, okay. Who's going to go next to Lukaku then? Silly question, really, isn't it? Rhetorical question. It's Mikel Antonio, the big D man himself. Antonio! I mean, his fixtures, yeah. I understand getting him out. But. 5 goals, 4 assists in 6 games because he didn't score there. He's scored or assisted in every game apart from 2. Players like, he's got more returns than Son, and suddenly he's much better than Son, even though in the next 3 or 4, his fixtures are just the same. They're literally the same. So what's up with that? I would much rather go Antonio, you know. I think a lot of people, oh, this is a dangerous run. I'm drunk and it's 3 a.m. in Malaysia. To wildcard or not to. Don't FPL and drink. Drink and FPL responsibly. If you didn't think about activating your wildcard when you were sober, don't do it drunk. You don't want to wake up tomorrow and be like, this isn't my team. Oh dear. But then again, if you wildcard, you get best ever team. So I'm not saying anything. Nathan, who's the Lundstrom and Dallas for this season of FPL? I guess Mbuemo, I know they're not the defender playing in midfielder, but Mbuemo's playing up front. So I guess that's the most similar we have. And apart from that, I mean, someone like a Cucurella is literally a winger. So he could be it. Because sometimes wingbacks are more attacking than like a midfielder like a Dallas or Lundstrom, you know. But they just got the goals in, so there you go. I think Ronaldo is much better than Lukaku, even with hard fixtures. I'm not against that, but for me, captaincy, because I'm definitely not going to captain Ronaldo against a Leicester or anyone. I'm going to want to captain Lukaku, definitely against Norwich, probably against Newcastle. But yeah, Antonio, the reason I like keeping Antonio is, 1, you don't have to keep him forever, right? You could keep him for 2 and be like, yeah, okay, someone else has arrived. Because Wilson's back, he's got good fixtures. DCL is going to be back in a few weeks. Bamford's going to be back in a few weeks, and Leeds' fixtures, very good. If you go for, like, a cheaper forward, like Hwang and Armstrong, Hwang and Tony and Armstrong, then you're not going to want to transfer them out anytime soon. And you probably don't have the money because you put the money elsewhere in like a Son. So you could go Son over Foden and drop Antonio down. But then in 2-3 weeks when you want to get in DCL, you want to get in Jota again because Firmino's injured again. How are you going to do that? So I think it's better, even though it might not look better, it's better to be flexible sometimes. And having Antonio, when you're like, yeah, okay, I'll sell him ahead of year. At least I kept him for the price point, but also he's Antonio. So, yeah, amazing. Also, if you do keep him through this, look at this run. If you sell him, you're 100% going to buy him back for this run. You're going to have to buy him back for an extra few million. I like it to you. So, yeah, Antonio's got to be in. The final forward, though, really, really tough for me. Proper tough cookie decision because I want to go for a cheap boy. I could fit into Jimenez, actually, but I want to go for either a Tony the Tiger, who 2 goals, 2 assists in bad fixtures, to be fair, and then got this very good run. And he's on penalties. The penalties! Almost sway me, almost. And then Armstrong, though. I mean, his arms aren't very strong. He's shorter than me, and that's pretty short. He's like 5'6", 7 or something, you know. Armstrong has got Leeds, Burnley, Watford, Villa, and Norwich. Oh boy. He's literally got, bear in mind, 3 of these are at home, and the 2 harder ones, I guess, the 2 easier ones, Watford and Norwich, are away. So it balances out, you know. All of them are very, very good. Very good. Armstrong has taken, like, the second most shots out of all forwards. Armstrong's actually had more shots than Vardy this season. More than Lukaku. To be fair, more than some players that haven't played every game. But with those fixtures, those teams, Leeds conceded the most shots out of any other team. Watford and Norwich have almost conceded the most as well. And Armstrong has taken the most shots. And I'm bacon boy. I drink all the vodka. I know a lot about shots, right? This boy, shotaholic. He's got a fetish for it. So I think he's going to get all the goals. But what I really like about him is 6 mil. He might actually have penalties in the next 2 games because Ward-Prowse is suspended. Ward-Prowse was a Ward-Pratt. Got a red card. I like it. So he could get penalties. He's got a good penalty record. And he's got these fixtures. And he's only 2% owned. As Mario says. Very good differential. And especially because I've got Mbuemo, Do I really want to go Mbeumo and Tony when I can take advantage of some other good fixtures? I don't think Mbeumo Tony is a bad combo, but then again, I'm going Raya in goals right now. Do I really want to do I really want to go triple Brentford? That is pretty wibbly wobbly to me. So right now, Armstrong is the boy. Armstrong is the boy. Okay, so that means we've got 11.8 million for two. How many? Two more positions. I know he says two, but he sounds like two, all right? Two. And that's going to be a Brighton defender and a Chelsea defender. So my preferred choice is Azpilicueta. It just is. Because I think he's definitely going to play this week and definitely not a few weeks as well. Armstrong not scored since opening game. Correct. Because Armstrong has actually had quite tough fixtures. Man United, West Ham, Man City, Wolves, Chelsea. Okay, Newcastle, but he got an assist. In the only easier games he's had, Everton, Newcastle, goal and assist. So when he's got these fixtures, bang. You're not going to expect a 6 million price forward to score in every game, you know? So if there's ever going to be a time to do it, it's in the amazing fixtures. Especially the Norwich. Like, you could just keep him to 12 and then just be like, right, fair enough. He's done okay, not amazing. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, now I've got 5.8 million for my final position. So you know what? I could actually go Laporte. I could actually go James and have an extra better defender in it. You know, a double Chelsea, double Man City. Which is proper teasing, you know, proper teasing. But I think I do want to go for a Brighton defender, mainly because their defense is very good and they've got the Norwich this week. And I don't want to give myself a benching headache. If I go for a Duffy, I've got to play him this week. Well, I don't have to, but I probably will over the Rafinha. And then I obviously don't mind benching him against Man City, Liverpool. If I go for Laporte Diaz, I mean, Pep Roulette or Tuchel Tombola might help me because the other one I go for might get chucked in the bin and might not play. But I would rather make the decision myself, you know? Antonio can be replaced for Jimenez long term. He can be. And right now, I won't have a Wolves attacker. I actually don't think Wolves' fixtures are that amazing, though. They're all right. But Jimenez is only a player that's going to get 1 goal or 1 assist. And in those fixtures, I mean, did literally get 2 assists last week. But that was against Newcastle, right? All right. Do we sell Rudiger on a wild card? I would, personally. If you can stretch to Azpilicueta, yeah. And I think James is going to start playing sooner than Rudiger and has got more upside, I think. So in this final position, I could go James. I could go Laporte. But I actually want to go Cucurella. I really do want to go for Cucurella, you know. Just because no one's going to have him. He's a proper sexy differential. And you got to think, with a wild card, I'm going to keep my team for 20 game weeks. This is a pretty good run for Brighton defenders. And to be fair, I don't know who I'd start him over, but you've got the option ready there. You're not having to make a transfer. You concentrate on someone else. I probably won't have to make a defensive transfer the rest of the season if I go for that defense. Honestly, I could. Fantasy Football Scout predict no Foden tomorrow. I predict Foden, yes, and all of the goals. I do. Now, he might not start tomorrow, but I want him long term. I do want him long term, you know. I do. But if I go Cucurella in the defense, 0.8 million. It's not amazing. Whereas if I go Duffy, who one would be on my bench anyway, so I don't have to worry about having a 5 million defender on the bench, I get 1.5 million. Now that's pretty good. Now that could be used anywhere. It could be used to get Armstrong to Jimenez. Maybe Jimenez is doing it and Armstrong's crap. Maybe I could go for him. Maybe I don't know where to get the Lukaku to Ronaldo money. Maybe Lukaku gets injured and I'm like, you know what? Ronaldo, I'll just get him in now. If I have 1.5 million in the bank, it is a lot. I don't like having too much money in the bank. But I feel like it's just forcing a change that I don't want to make right now. Because right now, the starting team I would have would be Trent, Azpil, Cancelo, Livramento, Duffy as backups. Perfect. Salah, Foden, Rafinha, and Mbeumo. So with that, if Foden doesn't play, I've got Livramento or Duffy. Perfect. And then up front, Lukaku, Antonio, Armstrong, got the price points. And just nailing it. I think it's amazing. But do I go for it? Do I go for it? You know what? I am actually going to make some transfers. So I've actually got money invested in Tony and Duffy. So I'm actually going to keep them there. And I've also got money invested in Ramsdale. So he's going to come back for now. So, shall I make the transfers? Shall the transfers be made? For my wildcard. I haven't actually made my official transfers. Obviously, this isn't the final one. But shall I officially make these transfers? Shall I do it? Is it a smash?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Or is it a pass? How I make these transfers? I think I'll just do it. Why not do it? Let's do it! Right, let me make sure I haven't got rid of any players I actually want, though. Yeah, I'm doing it. Son has COVID, according to Twitter. I haven't heard about that. If that is true, that is some very big news. I'm actually going to have a look right now, because if that is true, then obviously I wouldn't go for him, and I would be even more set on this team. Right, let me just check. I probably won't find anything straight away. Right, okay. I don't know if I can find it straight away, but I'm not sure about that. I'll try and have a find. If anybody else wants to have a find, you do that. But I think I will make these transfers because I've like I said, I got money invested in Tony and Duffy, the 0.1 and the Ramsdale. I've got these in before they went up. So I think that's it. I think the transfers are ready to be made. Should I do it? The transfers are going to be made. Confirm. Transfers have been made. Way. Again, not confirmed because there's some other more transfers I have to make, but this is what I'm going for now. How does everybody else arrange their team, by the way? I go price order. So Trent's got to be furthest left. Cancelo's more expensive than Aspil, though, isn't he? I'll leave it like that for now. And then you can have a look. You can just see what my team could be looking like, okay? It could very well. So I go price order, just so you know. Trent, it should be Cancelo, Aspil, which is only 0.1, can't be bothered. Salah, Rafinha, and Buemo. No, Foden should be there. Oi, Foden. Get off the bench, lad. To be fair, I'm already doing what Pep's going to do. Bench him. I like it. I would bench Rafinha this week, though. But would I put him first bench? I don't know. I'd probably play Duffy. And then I'd go Livramento first bench. And then I would probably go something like this. And then, yeah. Save. So for now, 2 of Spurs' positive test. But we don't know, do we? Or is Son one of them? Fair enough. You should sort by colour. I do get that. But I prefer to sort by price. Because, wait, does it even rearrange it on the... it rearranges it on the transfer screen anyway. But I like to go by price because I just know what to expect. Because I prefer all the points to be on one side. And then you can just see. And if somebody on the right is scoring loads of points, you're like, oh, they're kind of worth it. If someone on the left's not scoring points, then get them out, you know. I say that. I literally didn't even do the attack. Right, so if you want to arrange the rest of it, go here. Wait, no, let's do Tony. No, wait, we do Antonio to Lukaku. What am I doing? Right, that'll almost do. That'll almost do. Would you bench Buemo? Yeah, maybe I could bench Buemo instead of Rafinha. Or maybe I could even go like this week. I'm honestly not against this because even if Foden doesn't play, then yeah, you've got Buemo. I'm not against the back 5. I'm not going to do it every week, but with the fixtures, maybe. But I definitely think. I'll say that I wouldn't keep Tony. If I were to keep Tony, which I don't want to, then I would bench Buemo. Understand 2 Spurs players have tested positive for COVID ahead of Sunday's clash at Newcastle. Foden will score twice this week. I like your thinking, and I think it's going to be. Has he said anything about Hwang versus Armstrong? I myself prefer Armstrong just because fixtures. And Hwang's not guaranteed, you know. Armstrong is, I think. He's only been brought off early once, I think. And Hwang done very well. Probably will be named for the next few. But they have so many decent attackers. Adama, Fabio Silva, Podence, Neto eventually. Hwang could be a bit of a thing. A bit of a rotation risk. If Son has COVID, I'm going for Foden. Yeah. Son and Gill. Wait, it is Son. If Son has officially tested positive, let me check if Spurs have tweeted it out. If Spurs have tweeted it out, then unlucky for everybody who just got in Son. If you're not on a wild card and you got in Son, then that is actually the biggest.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. Right, let's see. Okay, nothing officially on the Spurs Twitter. Let's just type in Son on Twitter and see if we get anything. Jimenez nailed it on pens, easy. Yeah, Jimenez. I think Jimenez is worth it more than Hwang, because he's the centre of the attack. He's going to get goals and an assists. Hwang, I mean, to be fair, Hwang might be more of a goal scorer than an assister, but Jimenez has got penalties as well and guaranteed longer term. Okay, so it's not guaranteed, but Son is suspected to be... Oh, wait. So, who is this? Apparently, a Tottenham news geese has tweeted, Son and Gill positive test, 3 games out, up the Spurs. I like it. So, I don't know if that's fully confirmed, but apparently, there you go. But, as he mentioned, Cucurella and Armstrong instead of Duffy and Tony. Yeah. So, I've got Duffy and Tony right now, and I would prefer Cucurella and Armstrong. But like I said, I've got some money invested in Tony and Duffy, so I'll make those transfers last minute. So this is my final wildcard team. My final team probably will be Tony to Armstrong. I think I might go Duffy over Cucurella. I don't know. Just because I want to keep the money in the bank. I want to get the money in the bank. What? Right, I'm definitely going Armstrong. Definitely. I don't know why I just don't transfer him in now, but there you are. And then, I've got 1.6, so I could actually go Antonio to Werner. Imagine. To be fair, fixture-wise, that's probably worth it. What else could I do with a 0.5? See, if you're wondering as well, I am a whole 0.6 away from Son. Not that I want to get in Son now. And I could get in James instead of Aspil and reach it, but not. Okay, but I think that's actually going to be it. So, my final wildcard team will probably look like this. I know it's final wildcard team reveal, but just like any other FPL geezer, I'm a bit of a geezer and probably will make some last-minute changes. So, right now it might look like this, but I definitely will say on Twitter if I do make any more changes, alright? So, I'll stick around for another 5 to 10 minutes. Nathan the banker in it. I'm an absolute banker if I bank the 1.6 million. But if I get that, I can go Armstrong to Jimenez. I can do Duffy to another Chelsea. Thing is, if like James is starting and doing very good, I could go Duffy to James. Amazing. So I think it gives me the flexibility. It gives me options out of Antonio as well if I want to go up. Or maybe even Foden to like... What if Rashford just turns into an absolute beast? So I'm liking the money in the bank there. I'm liking it. May I just enjoy watching you if I'm being honest. Thank you for being honest, and thank you for liking me. There you go. Right, I'll answer a few more questions, and then I'm out of here. I will be doing a watch-along for this game. So straight after... I'm not going to do a deadline stream, but straight after the deadline, I will be doing a watch-along with this, because we got Captain Salah. If you've never been to my watch-alongs, what are you doing, you cheeky scrubs? They're very good. I watch the game, and you can watch me watching the game. You can watch the game at the same time. And if my captain's playing, I get a bit... emotional, maybe crying, maybe in anger, maybe happiness, maybe a bit of nipple teasing and everything. But that's going to be very, very saucy. So that's straight after the deadline. So after you watch about 20 different FPL tubers on deadline stream, no, but 100 different FPL deadline streams, definitely come over to that. We got a super chat from Vincent Gutt. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very, very much appreciate it. Who is the best captain? Grealish, Ronaldo, or Lukaku? Oh, Grealish. No, I wouldn't go Grealish captain. I know it's Burnley, but Man City could win 5-0 and Grealish get nothing. Ronaldo's not a bad shout. Leicester haven't been good, and it's Ronaldo. It's Mr. Sue himself. But then Lukaku... Thing is, Ronaldo, none of them are pens. So it's only that. It's not that. I would go Lukaku out of them. Mainly because I think Brentford have been decent defensively. But against the big teams, they're actually attacking. They're actually pretty damn attacking. And I think Lukaku... I think he's going to get something there. I think he does. I wouldn't be surprised if that game's like a 3-2, 4-2, 2-all, 3-all, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester turn it on against Man United and Ronaldo is a massive... So I would go for Lukaku there, and thank you for the super chat. But yeah, Vincent, you don't have Salah. I would choose Salah over all of them, but I'm going to assume you don't, or you don't want to go with him, so... Yeah, Mahrez cheeky punt. I think he's the best 1 week punter. Definitely. Play Alonso or Livramento. I don't think... Good thing about Alonso is, I think he'll either play or not play at all. I don't think he'll come on. So I would start Alonso, and then if he doesn't come on, you get Livramento, you know? Wonderful stuff. He might come on in the last few minutes. Maybe chill. I mean, if there's an injury, we're not expecting that, right? But I would probably start Alonso there. Would you rather start Rafinha or Livramento? I would probably just start Livramento. I wouldn't want to risk the 20-minute cameo. Plus, Livramento, Leeds haven't got Bamford. Rafinha, even if he plays, not going to be 100. I think Southampton are decent for a clean sheet there. Plus, Livramento running at Firpo and all that. Yeah, he could get something big there. Big Boy Bacon, keep or sell St. Maximum on wildcard. Interesting. I'm not considered him, but his fixtures are still good. And playing with that Newcastle home fan behind them could be very, very, very naughty. Very naughty indeed. I wouldn't be against keeping him. But I myself would rather go for like an Armstrong or an Antonio, you know. But that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Kevin De Bruyne, my captain. If I had De Bruyne, yes. Do I want to rip my team apart to get De Bruyne? Absolutely not. I like it. Alright, okay. My throat is feeling like I've been sucking on some cactuses in a sexual way. So I'm actually going to end it there, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary beings. So, again, a reminder, tomorrow, no deadline stream, but I will be doing a stream straight after for the watch long here. And then you'll actually be able to see my final wildcard team. I will post it on Twitter. I will post it on my YouTube and all of that. But, yeah, that is going to be it for today. This is likely to be my final wildcard for now. I don't think I'll change, but if there's any last-minute news tomorrow, like we might actually get the Liverpool news. If Trent's not starting, I probably would still keep Trent. If Jota's starting, maybe you can consider him. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all for watching and tuning in. It's been amazing. I want to smash you all in a very friendly way. So chat along is the back of it. It's not a watch along. I just chat crap the entire time. Chat shit. So there you go. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an amazing game week. If you don't, speak to me soon. And there you go. Thanks for watching. And also, remember,
don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.